We say goodbye to a couple of interns. Their last day today. Yogurt Sloopy is leaving us, Bubba. She is. There she goes. Sloopy, hang on. She's out of here. Yeah, she's done. And also, Glitter Dunn leaves today.
Glitter Dunn.
Glitter Dunn is leaving today as well, and also Willie A. Willie A never got a song. Sorry about that, buddy. So you guys are done. Willie, where you headed back to?
Auburn University.
Auburn University. Sloopy, where you headed?
Auburn University.
Glitter Dunn, where you headed?
University of Mobile.
Okay, there we go. Or as Bubba calls it, USA.
Yeah.
Would you see those conversations? I said, no, it's not the University of South Alabama.
There's another one down.
Bubba would just go, yeah, yo, USA.
USA. Didn't hear nothing you said. Yes.
Not registering with me because I'm going to get South Alabama. I'm still calling it that. All right, Willie A., it's obvious some things you've learned since you're here. I've been watching you work. You got a great work ethic.
Appreciate it.
Well, he worked hard to get here. Y'all don't realize.
I did. I had to put in some work just to get Greg to respond.
Now, wasn't it true that Greg didn't
That
really...
may be why we have a shortage of interns coming up in the fall.
Right. You started really pursuing Greg, and he gave you 0 to begin with.
Yeah. For about 3 months there, didn't get much.
Now, didn't you think he was going to turn out to be a good one because
I
of the
did.
way he responded?
I thought he was going to be a good one. The minute I met him, I said, he's in.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, because the way he came after you, it seemed like, trouble.
Yeah, because a lot of times those are scary.
Yeah, but you got to be aggressive to get the job, and it worked out for you.
That's
but then you got to come to the interview and do well.
That's true.
Once you get the interview, then it's on you.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, congrats. So, what did you learn? You learn anything?
Yeah, I did. I learned a lot. I learned not to listen to Speedy when he's in here on the running the board during the sports hours because it makes Greg mad when I take requests from everybody.
Oh, the son of a gun. Speedy being funny. Everybody call, we'll give you a prize, whatever we're giving away.
He did what he was told.
And Speedy was being sarcastic. Willie walks in here with a list this long. Everybody that called, he gave them something.
Willie?
I was just following orders.
Right.
Speedy, yeah.
Thought he did a great job.
You need to be able to think a little
That's
bit.
why our expenses is a little out of whack here. I
But
finally caught on to
It's also why everywhere I go, people ask me to sign Radio Gold.
Yeah. Well, these were the Alabama Auburn 45 records.
Oh, gosh.
That's it's a big hit with the Czars.
They really are, by the way.
That's hilarious.
I know.
People think they're 45-yard line tickets.
Yeah, until I get here.
Willie, what you gonna do in life? What you hope to do?
That's a good question. I got about 1.5 years left of school, and I'm just kind of trying to resume build at this point, and network a little bit, and kind of see what that.
Do you want to get into this field at all after being here? What was it the way you thought it would be?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. And I didn't realize it takes as much as y'all do to make a radio show work, which is pretty incredible to see it behind the scenes. But it's been cool to see how it works and everything. I'd love to work behind the scenes one day if that ever happens, I guess.
Well, look, let's face it. It could happen at any time. You never know.
That's right.
Yeah, the way shows are flying out of here.
I'm telling you.
Who knows?
You never know. We keep expanding this territory. We're going to have more people.
That's right.
And, of course, and we will as long as Obama doesn't get elected. Then, of course, we won't be able to hire anybody, much like every other business. But, Glitter Dunn, what about you? How did it go here?
I loved it. I really don't want to go back to Mobile now.
Well,
honestly.
so many people.
I've been telling them I wish
here.
I went to school here and I would stay into the fall.
Right.
But
Well, so many people come here, and you know what their reaction is? I don't even want to go back to Mobile now.
That's right.
So what are you planning on getting in the field of marketing or on the air? You're more of a marketing person, weren't you?
No.
Public relations?
No.
On the air? Okay. Sorry, that was the other girl. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so
that's Allison. in
That's
marketing.
right. That's right. I knew one of you was in marketing and public relations. So had you ever worked in this business at all, or like campus radio station or anything like that?
I have not. We actually had to shut down our campus radio station for lack of interest. But talking about getting it back going this year. So,
It's
nobody
sounds
wanted
like
to help
sports
out
czars.
with it.
Yeah.
Shut down. That's good. So that's a
It
sad.
might come back this fall, though. I've been talking to my advisor about
Yeah,
it.
you need
so
to be
we'll
the
see.
person. You need to be the
Yeah.
passion that brings
I
you
really want
anchor.
to. I've been talking to him about it, yeah.
When you came here, though, since you were not able, it's the question we like to ask us. It's always interesting to think about it. Was it the way you thought it would be? What about it, the way it runs, was different than you had expected?
It's a lot more laid back, which, I mean, my dad had warned me because my dad's a huge fan and he's listened a lot more than I have.
Right.
But I wasn't expecting it to be as laid back as it is.
Well, this is not real broadcasting.
Yeah, this
though.
doesn't count.
You got to realize this is not representative of the industry. This is unique.
Yeah,
and I think it's the only reason we still do this.
Right.
I mean,
Normal people
Right.
in this business, usually the ones who don't make it because they're too normal. The normal approach to this business, people would actually care about making sure they knew what they were doing the next day on the show.
Right,
I
and
mean,
being
they
professional.
would be concerned about it.
But y'all have also been on the air a lot longer than most of those people,
Well,
so
because
y'all got something
we
working
didn't
for
stress
you.
out over worrying about what we were doing the next day. Let me tell you, nobody's ever ever had to tell the Rick and Bubba show. Y'all need to stop and smell the roses.
Yeah. Y'all take it easy.
Hey, listen, now, it
Tell you
ain't
what,
all
you-
about work, Rick. It ain't all about
Tell
work.
you what, you workaholic. but anyway, but the thing I think you know here, really, you came up with the term.
I think we get after it pretty good for about 15 hours a week.
Well, here's what I was going to say though. You've talked about it with your attempts to to exert yourself. That the key when you're in the shape we're in is to hyper step.
Yes.
We are the
absolutely.
radio hyper steppers.
Yeah.
I mean, let me tell you something though. When we go in those spurts, buddy, we're getting after it. But then we hyper step back. We're really hyper
It's
step.
2 speeds, wide open and then park.
That's right. We don't have that in between speed. So know that when you go out there, unless you end up working for us, it'll be a little more different. It'll be a little different. This is
Right.
not reality.
The only other thing was, and Sleepy and I have talked about this, I was worried about the other interns I'd be working with because I was really
You should
afraid
be.
that I really was. And I mean, there's some that have kind of met my expectations, but for the most part, like, I don't know, it's going to be really sad leaving just because, like, we're all really close
I'm
now.
probably gonna cry.
The interns
Yeah.
usually end up getting very close.
So-
Well, a lot of
I've
the
already
interns
told them
end
if
up
they come to
being-
the beach to let me know.
Yeah,
A
there
lot
you
of the
go.
interns end up being good friends and hanging out after the show.
They do.
Yeah,
We've had a couple of marriages and all kinds of stuff. Kids.
2 of them, as a matter of fact,
Yeah.
now.
Well, let me say this. I want any of the three of you answer this, and then Sleepy will get more detail with you. But someone comes up to you after you left this program, and they ask the following question: Is Eddie Van Adler as weird as he seems?
And your answer
And your answer
is?
would be,
Well, Adler is
He
what
gave him
does that say?
something to say.
much taller, stronger, and cooler than you make him out. I think it says 2. Yeah, 2B.
Where'd y'all get that?
I learned that Adler knows a ton about sports and is a cool and smart guy.
okay, hey, Willie A., have you got your script?
And Adler taught me what it means to be a man.
I love that. He wrote him a script.
So, Sloopy, what about you? Where you headed? Back to Auburn?
I'm headed back to Auburn today, actually.
to study
Communications.
communications.
Yes, sir.
Willie A. quickly behind you.
Did you accomplish your goals when you came to this? When you said I got to have a Rick and Bubba internship to do these following things? Were those goals accomplished?
Well, yes. I just kind of wanted to get experience, I guess, and see what it was like. Because, I mean, I listened to the radio, but I'd never seen a studio. I'd never done anything at all in the media field, and that was kind of what I wanted to get into. So, I mean, I've accomplished that goal. I wanted to see what one was like, and, I mean, I love it, so.
You did. I mean, because sometimes I know people that try to go into fields and they think of a field because it sounds good. And then when they actually start working in the field or just see it, they go, I don't think this is for me. A lot of times people just declare they want to be something.
Right,
Then they'll go do it and go, gosh, I didn't like that at all. So did this do you have more of a passion for it now
I
than you
really
had
do.
or less?
I really do, but I feel like that's a lot of hanging out with y'all. That's super cheesy, but it is. Y'all are fun to work with. I have a real job too, and if I get in trouble there, they yell at me. I get in trouble, and here y'all just kind of make fun of me, which
Right.
might be worse sometimes. But
Yeah, it's
Right.
pretty rough.
Well,
but it's fun. It makes it fun.
do you feel like everybody leaves a
fun
little
of
more
it.
thick-skinned than when they got here?
Oh,
better.
definitely.
It's pretty brutal here about
Definitely,
as far as
especially
hacking on each.
Coco.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
talked about it.
Especially
He was
Coco.
sensitive at first.
Well,
Yesterday was tough for Coco and Mazar.
Yeah, it was. Well, Adler said when he came here, he said it was a huge adjustment. He said, I just wasn't right. Our family wasn't the way, your families were. We didn't hack on each other.
They
He-
didn't have bare knuckle boxing
well,
out back.
he said that. He said, it took an adjustment. He said, I realized after, I had emotional breakdowns that you guys were really, that means you like somebody to hack on them. You really, the people you don't like are the people you don't really ever pay any attention to, or hack on them or worry about it. So,
Y'all must like us a lot.
Yeah, y'all should feel very loved.
you guys were a good crew. We've had a lot of good crews lately, and
Yeah.
really our whole history, we've been pretty fortunate. But you guys have done a great job. All three of you will do well. You really will.
Thank you.
So thanks a
And
lot.
if you ever need anything, call Speedy.
24/7. 24/7. Don't think we're abandoning you. We still got Speedy's number. We never gave you ours, and that's by design. But still.
I
But
got Bubba's, so.
That's right.
imagine. So Yogurt Sloopy, Glitter Dunn, and Willie A. There they go, back out into the world. Fly away, little interns.
There they go.
There they go.